Knicks Daily Edition, baby. Welcome back. It's exciting. It's exciting. It's free agency, baby. So the question is, why should the Knicks fans be excited about the additions of Jordan Clarkson and Gershon Yabu? I'm going to call him Yabu. Because these aren't just bench signings. These are culture moves. Moves that speak to a roster already retooled, already reloaded, and ready to evolve. Let's not forget, back in August 2024, the Knicks made a franchise-defining swing. They traded Julius Dante for Karl Anthony Towns. They brought McCall up in this piece. But in Cat's first season in Orange and Blue, he actually delivered all-star level production. A smooth fit alongside Jalen Brunson, a modern big who stretches the floor and gives the Knicks a true offensive anchor. The playoffs, he was solid, but not elite. He had good moments, but Knicks fans know there's another level to him. And now, the front office is adding pieces to get him there. Let's talk about it. Enter Jordan Clarkson, the 2021 Sixth Man of the Year. The man is instant offense. No conscience. But that's a compliment in this case. Clarkson gives the Knicks something that we desperately needed off of the bench last postseason. Scoring punch. Shot creation. Veteran swagger. He takes pressure off of Jalen Brunson, who's carried way too much of the load, especially the last playoffs. And when teams trap Brunson in the half court, we got Clarkson now who can make them pay. This is a guy built for playoff moments. Someone who won't shrink under the garden lights. I love the fact that he's coming from Utah. The man's got game. He's got personality. He's got that New York energy written all over him. So I'm loving that move by Neon Leon. Now let's shift to Yabu. And now let's talk about him. Yeah. Maybe you remember the dancing bear from his Celtics time. But since then, the man actually has turned into a European beast. Championships with Real Madrid. Tough defense. Improved shooting. Now we got two shooting bigs. A guy who knows how to win in high-stakes environments is the player that we just added to our roster. He gives us physical, smart, switchable big man play who could complement Towns. He can slide into the second units or hold down the fort when Cat and Mitch sit. And his intensity? Pull up YouTube. Very few guys are built to love defense in front of 20,000 screaming fans at Madison Square Garden, built like Yabu. Yabu is one of them. All right? And what I love with respect to making these two moves, let's zoom out real quick. It means that they have a coach in mind. These moves don't just reflect the roster, they might reflect our next head coach. The rumor has it that Mike Brown is circling this job. And it makes sense. Mike Brown knows how to maximize rosters with depth, with IQ, with versatility. He helped build the Sacramento Kings' culture back to relevance. He empowers scorers like Clarkson. He utilizes hybrid bigs like Yabu. And he walks into a system that already has floor spacing with Cat. Clutch assassin and Brunson. Defensive wings and McCall and OG. For Mike Brown, that's a dream fit in terms of a roster. But if we're talking about dream fit in terms of a roster, imagine coming to a team that already has its core. Last year, the Knicks rotation had a clear identity. We had Brunson running the show. We had OG and McCall locking down wings. We had Josh Hart doing everything. We had Deuce McBride emerging as a defensive pest and a reliable scorer off the bench. And with that, we added in Cat. He wasn't perfect in the playoffs, but he showed flashes. A 7-footer who can pick and pop, hit big shots, and demand attention in the mid-post. And rumor has it, he was playing the role he was assigned for the playoffs. Now you add Clarkson's punch, Yabu's grit, and possibly Mike Brown's system, suddenly the Knicks bench isn't a drop-off, it's a weapon. We're back to being the terror squad again. Second units might look like this: Deuce McBride, Jordan Clarkson, Josh Hart, Yabu, or Mitch Robinson. That's defense, tempo, and no let up. But imagine also this: you get a new coach, you got new pieces, maybe you got a new starting lineup. So with all this talent, what should the best starting five be heading into next season? Let's look at it now, assuming this is the roster, and let's lock it in. Jalen Brunson at point guard, no debate. Mikal Bridges at the 2, length, shooting, elite perimeter defense. OG at the 3, the perfect low usage, high impact glue guy. Karl Anthony Towns at the 4, where he can stretch the floor and punish mismatches. And then I will plug Mitch at the 5 to anchor the defense, clean the glass, protect the rim. So you got shooting, that's defense, that's switchability. That's a balanced, dangerous starting 5. And it lets guys like Josh Hart, Clarkson, Deuce, Yabu all go wild off the bench. It's not just a starting lineup. It's going to be a blueprint for sustained success for us. And we talk about all those players, man, I just love the fit. These additions speak to our culture, a culture that Leon Rose and Tibbs has been building brick by brick. Culture of accountability, toughness, loyalty, no ego. Clarkson is flashy, but he's humble. Yabu is a grinder with heart. Even add Mike Brown in there. He's a player's coach with high standards. This isn't random. It's intentional. It's New York Knicks basketball 2.0. And I'm here to get hyped about it. So let's call it what it is. The New York Knicks are deeper, smarter, and more balanced if they make no other move this summer. They have a true superstar in Brunson. They have a stretch big weapon in Towns. They have an elite defender in both McCall and OG. They got bench firepower in Clarkson and Deuce. And possibly a new voice on the sidelines who knows how to tie it all together. New York isn't just stacking talent. At the same time, their ops are falling. And we're shaping a roster that can win in April, that can win in May, and that can maybe win in June. This isn't just about hope anymore. This is the plan that's coming to life. What say you? Keep this in mind. Same thing applies to life that applies to our team. There ain't no struggle, there's no progress. But also remember this, whether it's out there in the real world or here in these YouTube streets, here in Knicks Deli, baby, everybody eats. I'm your boy. See, I said
everybody eats.
I'm out. Peace.